extending the opportunity.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful evening with us on Live with Lloyd. I am your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn, and I have one of the most beautiful persons I've been blessed to know coming on as my guest today. As you know, this month for March is Women's Month, so there's only going to be one day. It's going to be a male on. That's going to be the 17th. That's going to be yours truly. Other than that, this whole month is featuring women and what they do, things that they offer. And Monique is no exceptions to the rule. So what I want to do, in fact, is let you know that, in fact, one of the things is that uh, Monique, I guess they call him uh, Nicole too, but Monique is now celebrating over 50 years in business. Okay. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about. And I thank her very much. It started a couple of months ago. I asked her, could we do it, for time to come, because it's one of the most important stores in New York City, particularly in Brooklyn at 1396 Fulton Street. She's going to tell you all about it. Also, U Juice. It's sponsored. All you got to do is go to Livet Store, LIVETSTORE.com to order your juices. They are all sugar-free. I mean, they're the most superb juices coming out of Trinidad, Tobago. And I've been blessed to know the gentleman who and his wife that has put this together. And so this is what I want to do and also it's also sugar-free, this, that, and the other. Also Manifest on Purpose with Miss Kimberly. And so before I bring on my guests, I do want to let you know the forecast for today. And I think I got everything right this time. First of all, I don't ask for money. So if you get a DM and it's like, and the word they use is like love, all that stuff, I'm not personal like that. So if you see anything in my name or Lloyd, Live with Lloyd, it is not. Please do not give them your money. But this is Wednesday, March the 5th. The sun is in Pisces. The moon is in Gemini. It's a 3 universal month, a 4 universal week, a 8 universal day. And for those that are under the signs of Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra, or born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month, this, without question, is your time. All right, everybody, let me do this. Okay. And take this off. Hi, Monique.
Hi, Lloyd.
It's interesting when you do this. There's so many components to doing this. Now I see why on TV shows or whatever they have the producers, this person, the tech person, because there's so many things going on. But when you got to do everything yourself, it's very interesting. Well, let me tell you this. One of the things that I absolutely love about you, Monique, is what you do and carrying on the legacy of your father. So your father has definitely put a nice tree. You one of the branches, Nicole and the staff members. How did the bookstore come into existence in the first? Well, it's more than a bookstore. Did it start out as a bookstore? How did it start? Well, first of all, here's how it started. It started with you. How old were you? This was about a year old then?
Sorry, I'm using my phone, so people are always calling me. But yes, it started in the 70s. So I was born I think that's probably 77 right there.
Okay, okay. So you was a little thing, all right.
The
Who
big
that?
in the
Huh?
back, you see the big TV in the background.
Oh, that was a big deal then too.
Yes.
Okay, don't let it be in color, you know. And that's when TV was off every night at about 11 o'clock. ABC, CBS, NBC,
And,
they were
and
all off.
and I'm old enough to remember that. They would play the frequency at the end of the night. And I want to say, did they play like the Star Spangled Banner or something?
Yeah, something national anthem or something like that. It had a flag and whatnot.
That you would hear the beat. This is just a test.
Boy, have things changed, right? Who would have
Yeah.
ever thought, you know? Um, Now, with you starting out like this, you have brothers and sisters? You have a brother, I think, right?
I have an older brother, and then I have a younger brother who is at our Harlem location, the one that we have at 1878 Third Avenue. He's there along with his wife running that store.
Okay, now I haven't gone to that store. The one store I went to was when it was right off Fifth Avenue.
Correct. That's when my dad was operating that one
Yeah.
before.
Well, I tell you this, I've only gone to those two stores, but I've always been attracted to your store. What makes your store such a standout? I mean, they've had several stores, but Nicholas Brooklyn, that's like the place to go. What do you think that is?
You know what it is? When you love what you do, I think people feel that when they walk into the doors at Nicholas Brooklyn. And it's like, this is like a second home to me. So it feels like home to me. And I feel like when people walk in, they get a sense of that feel as well. And to tell you the truth, there's some people that just don't leave. They'll be there with us for a couple hours throughout the day.
Yeah,
So
you got to almost put them out, but it is true. And I've been there for years and knowing that the ambiance there's something about the energy in that particular store. And this is not your only location because you've had other locations prior, but wherever it was, the energy was always the same.
well, thank you. I appreciate that because, I'm always careful about what I listen to, also what I watch. So when you come into the store, most of the time you'll hear house music playing, some neo soul. I try to play like high vibrational music, and it's about the law of attraction. You want to manifest. And it's like when I think of my ideal client base, I'm putting that out there into the universe and also, bringing good energy into the store as well. I'm always, constantly projecting that out there.
Well, that works well because I know, and I've told people before when I talk about you sponsoring the show, when I walk into your store, as you know, I start getting stuff right away and putting it on the counter. So at the end of the day, I don't have to look. I mean, and it's hard to just buy one thing. What is it about that? I was saying it's like a Target, for lack of a better way of describing it. You can't walk into Target and just buy one item alone.
You know what it is? A lot of the products that I have, a majority of the products is stuff that I personally like to use. So again, is what I like, and what people ask for as well. Um, especially when it comes to the books, I'm careful about the selection of books that I have. I never carried those fiction books like
That's
the,
true. That's
the
true.
and I don't even know how to pronounce some of those names. I just said, what is that doing for us? Nothing, absolutely nothing. So it's usually African history, Black history books, also like books that will help you on along your spiritual path. So I'm like very careful as to everything that I have. I'm a person that likes to provide solutions, even down to the events that I give. It's about providing solutions. I don't want to keep you like this. I want people to go here, here, and here. So everything from the dietary supplements like the sea moss, even we have botana oil in stock now. We can't even keep that in the store. I want to make sure it's helping people.
And
And
what is Botana oil?
it's a hair oil. You can also use it on the skin, but it really helps the hair grow. So anybody that's having trouble growing their hair, you just massage a little bit of that into your scalp on a daily basis. And all I can tell you is people come for a few jars at a time. They don't even just buy one. They buy several. It's just like when you come, you buy several
Yeah, I buy dozens. I pack up.
of the Haitian castor oil. I don't even think we have any of that in stock right now. That Haitian black castor oil is very good.
Yeah.
And that's another one of our top sellers. So, you
And then
know,
you have incense too. I
yeah,
mean, you have the most varied incense. I've never seen it other than an exclusive incense store, but this is the next best thing to it. And
yeah.
I'll buy like sticks of it.
And we have more in the back too that people aren't even aware of. It's hard to put everything out on the sales floor, but yes, we have a large range of incense, and we try to get the top quality incense at that. So yeah, everybody comes in daily for our incense, for our sage, for our Palo Santo sticks, and we have different variations of the Palo Santo sticks. So of the Palo Santo, I should say. It comes crushed up, so you could put it on top of the charcoal. We have so many different items.
You have
Almost
jewelry
every
items. I mean, it's like all I'm saying is, folks, you have to go there to see for yourself. And then you got packets of organic herbs and whatnot that people can get and put in their teas. I mean, it's just like,
Yes, and we have the small packets so that way people can try them out. And then we have the bigger sizes as well. And we try to keep all the mainstream herbs in stock. And they can get most of them on the website. We still have a lot of things to put on. We're trying to fine tune everything because when you have thousands of items, it's like really hard.
you do. I don't know how you do it. And not only that, but then you have foods,
Yes,
organic food that you serve.
yes. Well, we have some snacks there in the store, like organic cashews, and we have like papaya rings and pineapple rings. So we have like those type of items. And then we have, during our events, we have different vendors come in. So I like to highlight different local chefs that are in the area, and especially vegan chefs, because again, it's about promoting wellness. So we're, happy to have new chefs come in and
Now,
work with.
speaking about wellness, just less than a month ago on February 8th and 9th, you did your first health fair. How
Yes,
did
that
that come into existence?
I was talking to Brother Hank, and we were having a conversation. And I don't know if you remember, like last Sunday, we had a bunch of practitioners and other vendors selling items over the summer. And then we had people get up on the mic and speak about their business and what they were.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is a really powerful event. And not only is it powerful, it's like it's needed. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of seeing all of these other expos, and you know what I mean by other, like all these other health expos. I'm like, where's our health expo? Where's ours at?
And
So
it was open to the public too. That's what made it nice.
yes, because a lot of the other expos, you have to pay a fee to get in. So not only was ours free, but we also gave away not even 100 gift bags, but like 140. I said
I
we were
got my gift bag. That's what you're.
I said we were only giving away 100, but I ended up giving out 140 just because of all the excitement. I really wanted everybody to take something home with them.
Now, also over and above that, one of the things you've been featuring is like a kind of a legacy where you have appearances of a dynamic guest from Reza Islam
Yeah,
to Professor Smalls. And I mean, it's like a who's who, Dr. Sabi's wife.
yes. And
Uh,
give a shout out to Sister Kafunya for teaming up with me to help me with the events because it's like hard to do all of this on your own. So she's been such a major key in all of these events. So we've been working with people that have really have helped people across across the years. So it's just not like having just anybody be a part of the spiritual legacy, but it's people that have really been out there in the field and putting in the work and helping the people out in the community. So we want to make sure we highlight them and bring that to our community here in Bed-Stuy.
Well, you showcase them. There is no doubt about it. I mean, how do you do it though? I mean, because you have the most beautiful daughter in the world, Nicole,
Thank
and
you.
you take her everywhere. I mean, I don't, you, between juggling, you take her to this, that, teach her different languages, gymnastics, and yet you still manage that store. And you got so many items that you bring into that store. You don't have a headache?
Well, I try not to get stressed out. So, I'm always thankful for all of the people that help me out. So I'm not doing it alone. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone, and I have such a great village of people that really help me out, and my daughter as well. Like I have brother Joshua helping my daughter every Monday with her math. We he does the tutoring. She does the tutoring with him every Monday, and he's a godsend. I try to do as much as I possibly can as far as like the homework with her. She has Spanish homework, she has English homework every week, and it's very intense. And also, it seems like she has a project at school like every other month, so it's pretty intense. And like I said, I'm just thankful that I have wonderful people in my circle that I can call on and ask for help. Before, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the type of person people are always asking me for help. So I was one that never asked other people for help. So I have learned, listen, you're gonna burn yourself out, Monique, if you don't ask for help. You can't do all of these things by yourself. And it's okay to ask for help. But, I had to check my ego because I was always the one that everybody would like if they had a problem. Like I'm like a problem solver. So
Well, that now you see why you everybody pulls at you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so just come to you like that. But then again, you're born on the ninth of the month, and nine is a humanitarian number. It's global, universal, international. And I mean, I was there where I met people that's come as far as South Africa to come to the store. I mean, different other parts of the world. I mean, it's just amazing the
thank you.
cross sections of people that comes to that store. It's better than a store. It's like an establishment, really.
Thank you.
And
And thank God for social media because like when I'm here at the store, I really talk with people. It's just not like I'm just ringing up their items and they're running out of the door. I'm like, how did you find out about us? And they're like, oh, we saw you on TikTok. They'll say, oh, I saw you on Instagram, or I saw you on such and such a show, either your show or King Simon or Brother Hank show. And it's just crazy how much of a reach social media has out there, and you never know who is looking at you. You'll be surprised. I'm sure a lot of people have contacted you and you're probably trying to wonder how did they find out about you.
I got people, especially with the live with Lloyd family every Monday and Wednesday. I got people coming from everywhere, almost every state in the United States, outside of it, England, Australia. I mean, Africa is just amazing. And it's like, it's very like, what can I say? It's very flattering, for lack of a better way of putting it, to know that people are, and especially when you're helping people, because that is my whole goal. So that's why we're on the same page. We're always about either raising people's consciousness or trying to help people. And so I don't get caught up in the how many numbers I got, how many likes I got. My moderator more does that, or
Mhm.
telling people thumbs up, which is cool. But my whole thing is to make sure that I bring people like yourself and others so their awareness can be raised, so they can have other alternatives. So it's not always about numbers, although I could do numbers every day, 5 days, 7 days a week, all day long. This is my passion. But I have to understand too that there's a bigger world too, and
Correct.
it adds a lot to it.
Yeah, I'm the same way with my social media. Like if you go to my Instagram page, I could just, we're a store, right? I could just put up products every day, put up videos of products, and then that's it. No, because of how I am, I'm always promoting other people's businesses or other things that are uplifting to our community.
Well, before we get into the other thing about what led to the building of the store, let's kind of advance and go to your Instagram. Okay,
Mhm.
this is the Instagram page here,
And
and
if at the top right there, well, a little down the middle video there, that's when the brother Nicholas came to my store. He's a major social media influencer, and he's been going to people's businesses and
now
high.
who is this again? Where's this at?
Nicholas, if you scroll down a little bit, it's the first video. It's right there in the video, in the middle. It's right there in the middle.
Here,
The one above. You
this
see,
one.
yeah, that's him right there walking towards my store. And Hank happened to be there that day, and Sister Cafunia. So he does a great job. Like this guy is amazing. He just went to Haiti to show you what was going on there. Like he's all over the place. And he's really been highlighting a lot of black businesses. Like
Well,
it's
I must be hungry because what is that on the right that looks scrumptious, or as my granddaughter says, yummy?
that's a vegan dessert. It's in a cookbook that we just took in recently, the Cuckoo Vegan. So that was just at our open jam session this past Friday. And he had his cookbook there. And, I purchased one. It's for myself. I love the brother's recipes. Like they're simplistic. And I'm like, yeah, we have to get this book into the store. He was also giving out some free samples that day as well.
Now, this is interesting. You got the truth about mouthwash. Can you explain that?
Yeah, many of the major mouthwashes that are out there on the market, like Listerine. They have all of those artificial dyes, and there's a lot of harsh chemicals that will do damage to your mouth over time. So we're very careful as to what we're carrying in the store. So we're highlighting some of the natural mouthwashes that we have here at the shop. So we get a lot of our products from the company Now, and Now is amazing. I even been flown out there to come and look at their factory and everything. And I've been working with this company for many, many years, and they pretty much test everything that comes into their warehouse, into their factory.
Now, what we're going to do is go down so people can see, and anything you want to point out, let me know. Here, like here, you have axle release massage and energy works. I
That
like the noodles. I must be hungry. I got to be hungry.
and that's me
That's
highlighting brother Cameron, he's AKA the Squeeze Master. All I can tell you is
squeeze messer. Okay.
gotten me right. So this brother has a healing touch, and he's been doing massage and Reiki for I think maybe 2 decades now. So he's able to pinpoint where all the issues that are going on in your body, he's able to pinpoint it and help you ease pain and also better circulation, better energy flow. The brother is amazing. So I am so grateful that he makes time to come to Nicholas because his practice is in Soho. So I really appreciate the brother coming out and doing the work in the community. And, maybe everybody may not have the money to visit him in Soho. So if they catch him at Nicholas, they're in for a treat. And then right there, you see me with Noelle Simone. That is the host. I'm standing right next to her, right there on the left.
Yes.
Yes. So we have been hosting an open jam session with her live band once a month. So I believe we just had the fifth one this past Friday. We will be celebrating Women's Month. So she will be back along with her band on Saturday, March 29th. And we also want to highlight vendors as well during that event. So this past Friday, when we had the Black Economic Blackout, for
Mm-hmm.
eighth, that was the day of the open jam session. So I had 11 other Black owned businesses inside of Nicholas that day. And boy, did we have a good time. We had some amazing vendors in the house with us that day.
Oh, and listen, and then over here to the right of it, the woman with the microphone behind you, aren't there soaps? I mean, you got so many things, man. It's like incredible.
Behind there, that's the incense behind there. So yeah, you can like kind of see into the store through some of the videos of the different events that we have. But that's the incense wall right there.
Oh, and this one here, I saw this recently. This was something else. He was actually jumping a rope. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see. All this is new to me. I'm learning from King Simon, but I want to try to do the best I can. Let me see. What was you about to say, Monique?
Yeah, I'm here. It might let you
What were
do it.
you? Okay,
No,
let's see.
let's see.
Let's see.
Oh.
He wasn't joking. That's all I could say.
And I'm
Okay.
a jokester, so I put up some funny stuff too on my page every now and then, just because, because sometimes we do need to laugh. It's so
Yeah.
much going on in the world right now, so we have to chuckle every now and then just to stay sane. And as you can see, I put up some messages there. Support Black owned businesses. On that particular day, I was saying that, but we really need to do that every day.
True. True. And this is another shot right here. The interior of the store. I mean,
Yes.
it's big, and yet it's like very family oriented, you
And that's
know. And then of course you get book signings. Go ahead.
came from Hawaii, that Moorish brother there, Cosmo L. Oh, him and his
Hmm.
family. And it was such an honor and a blessing to have him here that day. Like, I even purchased one of his books. But that's a great brother. So I'm hoping, he'll touch down again. But we were definitely happy to have him all the way from Hawaii.
I think that's nice. And of course you got fragrance and oils. I mean, it's like what don't you have? What really don't you have? You know? Um,
Yeah,
oh,
even when boxes come in, even I get excited. If you half
and
of
it's
it
just
is like being at Nicholas. You open up my cupboards, you see in all the different supplements and everything. Because if I'm like selling it, I have to make sure I can speak about it. And and that green bottle right there, that's from Holistic Heights. That's a healing oil. So anybody that suffers from eczema or other skincare conditions, this healing oil is a 3-in-1 healing oil. It's amazing. So I use that on a daily basis as well. Like that's part of my routine in the morning. And these
well,
are
I
some
know.
that we
Go ahead.
had featured at the expo. So we have Brother Omar there, who did the ice plunge. And that was such a big attraction at the
Did you
expo.
get into the ice plunge? Because I saw Kapunya get in there. I said, whoa, she wasn't joking.
No, since we were hosting the event, I just said, I'll catch him next time. So we're in talks. Hopefully, he'll be doing an event in front of Nicholas this spring or summer. So everybody stay tuned, and it's nothing to be scared of. It has major health benefits to doing the ice plunge.
And here you had the open jam session.
Yes.
These are nice. And of
And then,
course, my two favorite ladies, you and Kafunya right there to the far right of this one on this page.
yes.
And I like the one in the center. When you eat well, you feel good, then you think better. That is true.
Yeah. So
That is
again,
very
I like,
true.
oh, I see something that's going to not only help myself, I share it. Like if I see something, there's people out there, I pass it, they won't even like it. No, I like it and I share it, you know, because I'm all about upliftment. And that's our banner there to the right for the expo. That was
Yeah, purely holistic soul expo. And I mean, it was great. It was really, really great. I mean, it
thing.
was well attended. I was there. I know. So I bear witness. It was, and then from there we went from uh Restoration Plaza down right down the street to your place, Nicholas, Brooklyn. And to the left with the microphone is Brother Haru, which is amazing. I mean,
Correct.
people can't get his products. People
And
told me they can't get his products. So I mean, it's out.
yeah, we're sold out of the olive leaf extract, and I have people every day asking for it. So we're trying to get that back in stock, and we're trying to get the brother back here because he lives in Florida.
Yeah.
So we'll probably back in like May or June. We'll have him back again.
Yeah. Well, you got so many things going here. And I
Yeah,
like the center here where it's open jam session where you can kind of get a feel of the place, but you gotta kind of really be in the place itself to really feel the energy, the love that comes from it. Then you got Brother Rob who cooks his vegetarian stuff and make those juices and I mean they're just excellent. They're excellent.
and
Just
I've been doing those music events before Tiny Desk. So I don't know if you're aware of Tiny Desk, but they stream different artists, online. But I've been doing this for so long. I love music, I love art, and I love good vegan food.
you do. Yeah. And when the vegan food come, it don't last. I mean, people just get to it. And I like this one. What makes you believe you need all the like the cars above this is the one on the right. And it's
Mhm.
nice to have the cars in a fabulous home, but what we actually need is below that, which is good nutrition too. Definitely good nutrition.
And that's why we're happy to have Farmer Chris, the urban farm hand. We've had him on several occasions at the store because we need to know and collaborate with our local farmers because it's getting real out here.
Uh
It's very,
you're right about that. You're definitely right about that.
yeah, it's like, what can we eat? Like, sometimes it gets a little frustrating. So I'm just like, later on in life, I definitely want to have some farmland or hook up with somebody that's in that field. And I want to immerse myself into that because it's necessary. And you're putting your energy into the soil, into the food. And what better energy is that?
Yeah, this is really, really nice to see this for yourself. Now, this is a brother that was on the left here. He does planting. He's a farmhand,
Yeah,
right?
yes, he's the farmer that I was just speaking about. So, he's been trying to do some classes at Nicholas, and I'm just like, okay, we're gonna do something. I don't know about a regular class, but we're gonna try to hold some classes here because it's very necessary.
Yeah. Well, this is Lloyd Strayhorn on the left sitting there. It's always a treat when I come there. It's always a treat when I come there.
Yeah, I hope you're coming soon. People are always asking about you.
Yeah, I'll be there soon. Believe it or not, I believe it or not. And in fact, I need to have this gentleman on my show too, Cameron.
Yes, that
And
really amazing. And then the lady on the right, Wanali Rose, she comes with her sea moss drinks, her soursop drinks, and
I
her
know I bought about two of them and then took two more home.
yeah, her desserts and her salads. Oh my gosh, it's so yummy. And that's the botana oil in the middle that I was speaking about.
Ah, okay, okay. And
Make
to
sure
the right of it are the your organic herbs and stuff that people get. They're all organic too. One thing about you, you are definitely on organic lady. There's no question.
even when I go to the food store, I try my best to buy organic. And I feel great. When I make food for myself, I feel great. Like I can't even tell you the last time I had a stomach ache because I make a lot of my own food and I only go to like trusted restaurants. I just don't eat anywhere. And if I do, I know I might pay the price.
Well, maybe that's why because you make your own food. Now you've had Queen of Poor. Aren't you going to have her on again? I think.
Yes, so we had her there January 11th, at the top of the new year, and we are going to have her back on Saturday, April 5th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. So a flyer should be coming soon because we just set that in stone not too long ago. So we're looking forward to having her come back.
And right underneath is her holding her famous book,
A sacred
Sacred Woman. Yeah, it's
women over the decades. Like Sacred Woman is the go-to book. So we can't even keep that book in stock. Between her books and Dr. Africa books, those books fly off the shelf. And
well, we're gonna go
she has
ahead.
books coming out in the spring. I think she has like a 7 book series, so those will also be available at Nicholas.
Okay. But you have a lot of
Have
people in
and
your
again,
store.
we have
Go
a
ahead.
game here hosted by Uniquely Wired Mashari, the lovely Mashari. So we are in talks.
Now where is this at? Who is where?
It's here at Nicholas. So we do the game night right here. And we try to use black owned games for that evening. So we have an amazing time.
Huh. I see you sell candles too.
That's Kwanzaa candles, regular candles, the 7 day candles. And as you can see, that was an event that we had recently with Professor Kaba and Professor
Yeah, and Professor Smalls. Yeah. And I
Wonderful.
was there at the table. It was just these things are very, very nice. These are very, very, very nice. And this gives you idea right here.
Hydroxychloroquine
See what you know
was
what I'm
going
saying?
to make you sick, make you ill. It was a
So
political
I mean it's
determination.
just I mean it's all these people that you have. It's really, really a packed house. So people have to come and experience this. It's
Yeah.
I know I talk about it, but this is one thing you have. Oh, no wonder you so you are a superwoman, huh? Okay.
That's highlighting my birthday party that I had here at the store. I had it What's good, everyone? Monique Nicholas here. I want to personally invite you to come celebrate with me this Saturday, December 7th at Nicholas, Brooklyn. It's my birthday, and we're doing it big with an open mic jam session hosted by the one and only Noel Simone and band of friends. And guess what? It's not just my birthday. We're throwing a full on Sagittarius party because 2 of the band members, Trey and Johnny, they're also celebrating their birthdays. So shout out to them. We got free refreshments for you, plus music by the amazing DJ Hassan Shabazz to keep the vibes going all night long. This is more than just a party. It's a celebration of good energy, great music, and all of you who make moments like this so special. So don't miss it. Grab your tickets on Eventbrite, bring your crew, and let's make this Saturday unforgettable. I cannot wait to see you all there.
This is nice. This is so nice. Let me see if I want to go through some more. Anything else you want to point out while we now which store is this one?
That's the home location.
That's what location?
That's the Harlem location, the one in the
On
middle.
3rd Avenue.
Yes. So again, that's at 1978 3rd Avenue. And Larry Mullins came into the store from 1010 Wins. So you just passed it. And then Nuri Muhammad came as well. Yeah, Larry Mullins is on the left with the scarf and the white coat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he, he has his tagline on 1010 Wins, so he did one for the store.
That's nice. That's very, very nice. But and and the reason why I'm doing this, because you can see this for yourself, but I'm doing this deliberately so you could kind of see the variations, the variety, and the activities that go on in this place, which is why you see people always coming to this store. And I mean, this is a testament right here to just see some of the guests that you've had. The store. There's always activities. There's always something.
It's something
Always.
for everyone. And
Yeah.
we make sure at the events that children are free. So, you know, we always try to price our events at a low price because we want people to come. It's not about the money for us. We have to make sure we pay the presenters, but like I said, we try to keep the ticket prices as low as we possibly can.
And to the left here is Inkaru.
Yeah.
We're talking about precious metals. I'm going to be having them as a guest on my show, and that's that Monday the 17th, because the following day I'm going to give a power series of talking about the value of precious metals. And this is my buddy right here on the right, Hank Rising Sun. We are both sevens. It's he's a Sagittarius like you, but he's a seven like me.
Yes.
And
That's why we all get along so well.
yeah, yeah, we've been knowing each other over 40 years.
Wow.
So it's good to have good relationships. But this gives you an idea. This is so you're going to have to see the rest of it for yourself, folks. But I think this was great.
Thank you.
Okay. No,
And they
thank you.
our YouTube and see some of the different presentations. So when Queen Afua was here on January 11th, they could see that. They can see when we had Brother Riza Islam. They could go on our YouTube and watch that. Um, Also Nuri Muhammad. So we put up a few of them. We don't put up all. So, they have to contact us if they want to see the rest because we
Yeah.
have the recent ones from when Brother Haru was here with us. And that's
Hmm.
amazing. Like, as when it comes to health, he's able to go in and tell you what you need to help eradicate certain things. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
I was impressed with him when we
yeah.
did on WBAI. That's
Hmm.
when I said, "Listen, would you like to be a guest on the show? Because health is everything, and it's very, very expensive to get sick. It's a very costly thing."
Yeah, and it's just about taking the right supplements, making sure you exercise, you're drinking water, you're going out and getting that sun, you're meditating. It's very simple if you really think about it.
It's all organic.
Yeah, and a lot of it's free. It's free to read a book. It's free. It's
True, true, very true.
free. It's free, you know? So it's not like people can't say they don't have the money to do certain things. Even I have to like push myself. I just started working back out recently and I just want to stay consistent this year. So, I'm always doing some extreme stuff. Like I used to um, run 7 to 10 miles a day. I want to,
Whoa, no
yeah.
kidding. No wonder you're in great shape.
Thank you. Well, I'm not in the shape that I want to be, but I know I'm not far away from it. It doesn't. It won't
Listen,
take.
you're running a store, you're raising a beautiful daughter. I mean, what else they want from you? Okay. And of course, King Simon, party, party. Yep. King Simon. And in fact, it was King Simon that introduced me to your store when you was at the other location.
Oh wow,
And it's been a relationship ever since then.
that's my brother. So
Yeah.
to both of y'all, I always call him all the time, and we'll exchange information. I get advice from him, and I'm just really thankful for all of the events that he's done at the store. So I mean, I feel like I've known you guys forever between you, Simon, Hank, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I love doing stuff with you guys. Like I feel blessed and honored to be doing, you know, carrying the torch from Simon, holding it down here in New York, because once he left, I'm just like, wow, there's no more events. And I thought to myself, well, I got to keep it going. I got to keep it going. So I'm thankful to have Sister Arcafunia helping me. And then Simon comes back once in a while and does an event. So I'm pretty sure he'll be doing one soon because he's due to be back.
Something said they have listened until they corrected the video. Evidently, I thought they would be able to see the video. See, I'm going to have Simon kind of like bring me up to speed, but in the way I would like for them to see the video, but better yet, what you do is you go to it, see it yourself.
Correct.
And this is her banner right there. It's Nicholas Brooklyn. She's the owner of Nicholas Brooklyn at 1396 Fulton Street. Her phone number is 718-858-4400. That's 718-858-4400. Her site is nicholasbrooklyn.com. Her Facebook is Nicholas Brooklyn. Her IG, which I thought everybody was seeing on the screen, is Nicholas BK. NICHOLASBK for Brooklyn. And her YouTube is Nicholas Brooklyn. So so everybody can see this. Did you have a PayPal or anything? We didn't even ask that. You got a PayPal for Nicholas Brooklyn?
Yeah, I do. I think it's I barely use that. I have Cash App. If they want to cash at me, listen, all the money I ever receive goes directly to my daughter, goes to her.
No, I bear witness on that. I'm serious.
Private school, it goes to her piano, it goes to her gymnastics, it goes to her math tutoring. Like, I barely spend money on myself, but I'm trying to do better about that this year.
No, you spend money on the store.
Yes.
That's what you spend money on.
Yeah, I spend money on the store, and
okay, so what's the Cash App, please? $sign what?
Mo Digga 76. So MOD like David IGGA 76.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to cut something out here. Let me see something.
You can take away the YouTube. I mean, it's like they can figure it out.
Okay, they got to go to Nicholas Brooklyn.
That's it. They'll find us.
Okay, good.
They can type in, like I said, we had Dr. Sebi's first wife, Ma'a, so they can see that lecture as well on our YouTube page. So we have some gems on there.
Okay, hold on one more second. Now, it's MODI what?
DIGGA 76.
We made it. See? All right. MODIGGA 76.
Yes.
All right, there we go. And it's on the screen. Send money to help. Now, if y'all need to know who Nicole is, first of all, she's an Aries. She's my girl. Okay. And and this is her here. This is Monique. Let me get the banner off for a second so everybody can see. I think that this is one of the nicest pictures of it. It's you, your daughter, and your father who started this thing.
Yes. He started.
What made him do this?
Well, he was working for UPS at the time. So he was a driver for UPS. I think he was freshly out of the military. Him and my mother met in the Navy. So they did a few years in the Navy. And then after that, my dad drove for UPS, and he would make a lot of deliveries in Queens and Brooklyn. So I guess he came in contact with certain business owners, and he saw that, they could use certain products and whatnot. So I guess he got the idea to start selling products to these businesses. And then he was also selling out of the back of his car. So this was like the early 70s. And then he had a booth in Jamaica, Queens, inside of like this flea market in Jamaica, Queens. So that was like our first location. And then from there, we opened up Nicholas Variety on Broadway at the 860 Broadway. And we had like 2 or 3 stores on that one block on Broadway in between 17th and 18th Street for the longest time. Like, we were there for well over 20 something years.
Was this the place?
Yes, that was it. So 864. So yeah, that was the main location. We had 860. So we had like several businesses on the same block.
But that's interesting because 864 has an 18, a 9, and you're a 9. What's your dad's birthday?
November 5th.
Okay, his numbers are the 5, 9, and 6. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Amazing. Like my dad, like we talk almost every day.
Yeah, well, I tell you this, it's really, really nice. And this to me is one of the nicest pictures because when there's summertime, the weather's nice. I mean, it's like everybody's in the store. And actually you have to put them out.
Yeah.
You got to put them out.
I'm always saying at the end, you don't have to go home. You don't have to go home. And then they finish the rest. They finish the rest of the saying.
But they got to leave here. Right?
You know, that's just because I have Nicole and we have to get home at a decent time.
Yeah, but I'm saying your mom and you still got to get her ready for school and then other activities. But I mean, you really love and dedicate yourself to this place. Now, this was another location, right? Is this one on 3rd Avenue that your brother does?
Avenue. So it's mainly like a toy store. Like we sell a lot of vintage toys there. And then I have my products there as well. We also have like New Balance sneakers there. So I mean, that's truly another one-stop shop for everything. Like
now, what's the address of this store?
1978 3rd Avenue, and it's in between 108th and 109th. And the closest train is like the 6th line.
I think it's interesting. It's near 108. That's a 9. I'm just desperate. I'm searching. Okay, but I just think it's interesting.
I love 9s, yeah, and it's not far. Like you can walk to Central Park from there. So sometimes I'll just park my car and then I'll go and walk to the park and walk around or jog around that park. Oh, because I love Central Park and I love Prospect Park. That's like the best thing about this place here.
And here Simon says he's been knowing your father since 1985, which is interesting because your father's born on the 5th, and 1985 as a 23, which is a 5.
Wow.
I see my world. I see my world just in numbers, man. It's like,
I love that you, Simon, are able to rattle things off on the top of your head. Like it's amazing. So,
and this coming from Simon, you did a good job sharing the screen. Simon taught me. He ain't teach me everything. The one thing about Simon is he kind of like throw me in the water and then I got to learn how to swim, but he exposes me to things like that. I've learned so much from Simon. He is really, really my brother too.
Yep. And I always tell him I love all his sayings. Like I was telling you earlier today, no
promotion is good promotion.
Where I have that in my head, like I carry his sayings. Even your health is your wealth, and it's other things.
I know Simon say stop playing. Okay, that's another.
I'm like he should have all his clothing line with all these sayings on it. No promotion.
He is something else. He is something else. But so I do thank you.
Affirmation. Affirmations are important. I was talking about manifesting. I manifest all of these events. I know you have a certain. I'll just create a whole event just off of a single thought because a thought is a thing. And I'm very aware of that. Once you think of something, to me, it's an actual thing. You just have to make it happen. Even
everything starts as a thought, which is interesting. You say that.
Haru, he was there in the beginning stages when I said, "Oh, I'm going to do an expo." And when he showed up that day, he said to me, "Monique, I'm impressed." He said, "You said you were going to do it, and you did it."
Yeah, because the people you got there as guests, I was saying, "Wow, how did you do that?" And you said it was something, but between you and Kapunya, y'all made everything happen. Y'all made everything happen. In fact, I'm going to have Kapunya on soon too, talking about the crystals and whatnot. Okay. So wonderful. Anyway, though, I do want to thank you. I'm going past almost up to the hour. So is there anything you'd like to say other than they need to come to the store and buy everything that's not nailed down?
And it's not even just my store. We
It's
need
our store, right?
well, yes, of course, our store. It's a community store, but we need to support other black and brown businesses out there. Stop supporting those major retailers. They are not doing anything for us. And as you can see, they could pull the plug at any given time and they do not care about our feelings, you know. And we just have to keep supporting one another, even if you have to go out of your way, even if it costs a little bit more. You know, I feel good every time I spend my money out there at another black owned business. Like most of the restaurants that I go to are all black because I want that energy going into my food. I just can't eat anywhere.
I think people should keep that in mind. I think people should really, really keep that in mind. They will be better off for it. So before I let you go, let me put up your banner again, um, so people know how to get in touch. And please, for Nicole. Now, if you want to know who Nicole is, let me tell you who she is. She is this beautiful young lady born April the 20, no, excuse
The
me, March the 26th. That's her birthday. And by the way, her numbers are the 8, 9, and 6. Your numbers are the 9, 3, and 6. So you got that 9 and 6 as a common denominator. And your father, his numbers are the 5, 9, and 6. So all three of you got the 9 and the 6 as a common denominator. But anyway, I want you all to send a cash app so Monique can begin to make sure all her classes. Because now, what do you have her in? You have her in
I,
gymnastics.
I have her in piano. I have her
Mm-hmm.
gymnastics. The gymnastics is 3 times a week, soon to be 4 times a week. And I also have her doing math tutoring 3 times a week.
And then
And
you have her learning a language too, right?
yeah, well, her school is an immersive school. So she's learning that every day. So she's 6 years into Spanish right now. This is her 6th year. So she reads and writes in Spanish. She does all her
Wow.
projects and presentations in Spanish. And yeah, I'm like so proud of her. I tell her that every day. So again, it's breaking the cycle with my own daughter, telling her how amazing she is and, just being encouraging to her on a daily basis. And, even when it comes down to the gymnastics, I try not to pressure her at all. I always tell her just have fun. If you fall off the beam, just get right back up on the beam and finish your routine. Don't worry about it. Just smile and do what you
Keep it
have to.
moving.
Yeah,
Because I
just
know this. She's coming to your store and actually start doing flips and other gymnastic things in there. I bear witness, okay?
and she's a leader because she I know she's a teacher. Like she loves showing people how to do stuff. She also taught herself how to crochet. I'm like, who
Are
are
you serious?
yes, I am dead serious. She taught herself how to crochet because I tried it and I just don't get it. I have expertise in it. She's always doing her crafts and stuff. So she sees what I'm doing and I know that, she wants to sell items as well. So we're gonna be coming out with her tie-dye t-shirts because she knows how to do that as well. And like I said, I'm just one person running the business, and chauffeuring her around to all of her destinations.
I
And
don't know how you do it.
I,
And then you still got to go pick up supplies. Then you still got to come and then you got to stock them. And I mean, you hold up, hold up. Let me just say this. I
gotta,
bear witness. You'll have to go to her place of business. I kid you not. You will. First of all, you will not be disappointed. And then I bet you my challenge is I dare you to come out there with just one thing. They can't do it. They can't do it. I mean, I've been coming there for years. And soon as I get there, I'll get this, I'll get incense, I'll get oils, I'll get grease, I'm always stockpiling on something. And then I just have to find out what the total is when I leave. That's how it is.
yep, I'm the same way. I'm like leaving with a bag of goods every week.
And
Like,
it's your place, right?
I gotta try this. It's like a kid in a candy store sometimes, especially when the books come in. I'm just like, oh my God. I have like so many books.
And I
I'm
bought several books there too. I
yeah,
bought several books. So It's just nice, Nicole, and God bless you. That's all I could say. Sincerely, sincerely, God bless you for
And
doing it. And I think it's a great way to honor you as a woman during Women's Month. And then you're a great mom, and the things you do, I just don't know how you do it.
like I was gonna give thanks to God because honestly, I don't even know, and I'm always grateful, and I'm thanking God. I'm 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 like every week, I'm just like, you got me through this week. Because I have something going on almost every week that I have to, like, it's like an obstacle that I have to get over. And I'm just like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And I need to stop saying, how am I going to do this? Like, I'm
It's
really
done. You just do it.
changed. Yeah, I just do it. I really just do it. I try not to complain. I drive 45 minutes to my daughter's school every morning and then 45 minutes.
Wow.
Like, I don't even really advertise that, but that's what I do, 45 minutes. And that's a long time. So even in the car ride, I have her reading for like at least 20 of those minutes, and then I let her do whatever she wants to do. So it's constant learning. I have her doing spelling words, like her reading level is very high for her age because I don't play. I'm
No,
on.
I know this. I'm gonna get her autograph when I see her next time I'm there. 'Cause I like that. I'm gonna say, okay, Nicole, sign right here, girl, because you're going places. But it's nice. It's very nice, Monique. And to your credit, it says a lot. To your mother and father's credit too, it says a lot. And so these are the things that we leave legacies behind. I think it's very, very important. You know. So I
Exactly.
want all of y'all to go to 1396, and don't forget. So for those of you, please uh, go to actually y'all can go to the website, y'all can go to Facebook, y'all can go to Instagram, y'all can go to YouTube. Definitely send something to Cash App. But what I need you to go to is go to her place of business. You will have no regrets. Tell her Lloyd Strayhorn sent you. I don't. You know what? Maybe you might give them like about a 5% discount. All they gotta do is say they saw your live with Lloyd show.
Percent discount and maybe a free gift. If they really said, I saw you on Lloyd, I will take care of them because I'm a giver. I'm a
I know
giver.
you take care of me and you discount. And not that I'm looking for a discount, but I buy buying so much stuff, you be saying, okay, but it's nice. It's nice, Nicole.
For a discount and I see they bring up to a few items to the register. I'm like, oh, this is your first time here. Okay, let me give you 10% off, or I give them a free gift because I love giving. I don't give to receive. I just like giving. I love helping people, and I'm hoping to change people's lives because
You
this
do. That's why they keep coming back.
yeah, this
You know
story.
this. You got to kick them out too. I'm serious. They will actually stay till you got to close up the shop to get Nicole home for the next day. They will stay there. I think one time you had somebody recently. You didn't close until 12 midnight.
Yeah, I think that was Brother Haru.
Yeah, like you have nothing else to do. Okay, like
Well, sometimes, if I get a break with her, sometimes she might stay with her best friend or something. I might
Mhm.
take, and I'm like, okay, once she's situated, okay, we can stay here. It doesn't matter what time we close because at the old store, some of the events went to 2 or 3 in the morning just because.
Wow.
Yeah, before I had her. And I had like 3 or 4 events per week. I was really kicking out the events. I had to slow down now because of her. Being a single mother is not easy.
Well, actually, it sounds like you speeded up with the schedule you got her on, including your own schedule. The process really been stepped up, really, to be honest with you. You know,
So it's science, it's about how you manage your time. You got to
well,
make,
you do an amazing job. You do an amazing job.
thank you.
Monique, I love you very much.
Love you.
Please take good care. Oh, y'all go, hold up. Y'all go to the store. Y'all make a call, go to the store. Go to Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff and YouTube, and definitely send a cash app to Nicole. Tell you, put a note. This is from the Live with Lloyd show for Nicole. But more than anything, if you go to any place, if you're in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, but people come from Philly. One guy came from Philly when he saw I was there, just to get a reading.
From Florida, from Texas, and I had somebody recently come. They said they was on vacation. They was from Howard. They were from Howard University. And I said, how'd you find out about us? And they was like, TikTok. So I feel so blessed. Like, I do not take that for granted at all. When people come out of their way to come to my shop, like, that is like the most amazing feeling. And some of the presenters that have presented here as well, like, it's, I don't know, I've had so many magical moments. Like, I don't care about celebs or anybody out there. Like, you know, like our open jam session to me is more priceless than going to see some Beyonce or whoever else is
And the
out.
jam sessions are awesome too. They're authentic. I mean, it's like the energy is just amazing.
Yeah, I've been brought to tears and like because of all of the beautiful people that come through these doors. Like I've had some amazing memories that I will never ever forget. And the staff members, I know that they share the same sentiments as well because we've had some amazing events here, life-changing events, and a lot of people that have worked here with me, like they tend to open up their own business as well. So I can't even tell you how many employees went from here to owning their own business, you know.
Well, they got a good role model.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, a good role model. Okay. So, Monique, please take care. Give Nicholas a big hug for me. That's my girl. Okay. And then, by the way, I was on it because she asked me for a reading. And as late as it was, I stopped and gave that sister a reading. Okay.
She was eating it up too, Lloyd. Oh my, somewhere on my TikTok, and every time I see it, because she just articulates herself so well, even better than me. Like, and she's only 9, and she has a way about her. Like my daughter, I swear she's the bomb. Like, you know, I
Yeah, I
brag about
agree.
her all the time, and again, that's like breaking cycles. Like if you come, like my mom, she didn't like brag about me, and if she did, you know, I wasn't there to witness it, you know. So it's she's from down south, so they had a different upbringing, and you know they're not the, you know, those parents that don't give you a lot of love and hugs or whatever. My mom wasn't really like that, so
Mm-hmm.
you know I'm like
What was your mom's birthday?
March 12th.
A 3. Okay. Okay. 369. So 6 and 9 runs through the whole family.
Yeah, she's Pisces. But I hug my daughter every day. I make sure I tell her I love her like I don't know how many times a day.
You
And
know
it's
how therapeutic that is?
yeah.
That's very therapeutic. They did a research found that children who have been deprived of love or never been hugged or affected the first 2 years never grow up to be normal. Isn't that interesting? And all it is a kind word, a hug, and some support. And yeah, you can do it. It's amazing.
So
The
far with or
psychology.
some support. You can go so far in life with some encouragement, you know. And that's why I'm like at every competition for my daughter. I'm at every school event. I am always there, you know. I don't care what else is going on. Like I just drop everything because it's about showing up for your child, no
And
matter
you're
what.
always at the store at
Yeah,
1396 Fulton Street. So I
yeah.
want everybody to come there. All right. So, okay. I see my Leo Grand is calling
Okay.
for her. Yeah, so I'm over time. So she keeps tab on me. So it's past 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to get off the phone. I'm gonna make some
Thank,
announcements. And thank you for
thank,
sponsoring. Thank you for sponsoring Live with Lloyd. I really appreciate that. And the fact that you're continually sponsoring it is great. Much appreciated.
no problem. You're so welcome.
Okay. Talk to
Right.
you later. All right. Okay, everybody. I want to thank you very, very much. Let me say this. The show has been sponsored by Nicholas Brooklyn. They're celebrating now over 50 years of being in business. Please, if you can, order all 3 or one of the 3 of these health drinks. They are absolutely out of this world. I mean, you don't take my word for it. Just go to the website. It's Levitt, LIVETSTORE.com. That's Levitt Store, LIVETSTORE.com. And go through there, peruse it, see the products themselves, what is in it, and whatnot, and order it. I've ordered mine. I finished my case. I got to order another case. Also, Manifest on Purpose with Miss Kimberly. And to see her shows is KIMBALEY. That's KIMBALEY. Okay. And so also, by the way, let me see. This will be our guest on Monday, Shatavia. She's been on the show before, so she's got a lot of responses, but she will be our next guest on Monday. All righty. And by the way, for those of you, today's the last day. My classes are on sale. Please do this. You know, nowadays, I understand if you have breakfast for two, it's costs about $40 or $50, but you can get all three of these for less than that price. So please order it. For those of you who subscribe, my newsletter is absolutely free. March is out. For those of you who subscribe, which is absolutely free, you should be getting it in your email. I do not sell your email address. I don't do that. Now, only recently have I promoted some of the things I'm doing, like the Power Series, Miss Kimberly's show, because of our collaboration together. But other than that, that's it. We will not compromise or sell your list. And for those that don't want to read the newsletter, you can hear what we said for the forecast. We've done 15 months. It's 15 consecutive months of doing a forecast, and that's not easy. But for those that get the KIMBALEY, and this way you can get to hear what we said for March. And it's so different. The way I speak and the way I write is two different things. It's very, very interesting. And so for the Power Series, we'll begin on precious metals on March the 18th, which means I will have Brother Nkaru on the 17th, that Monday. So that's the only exception. But other than that, every Monday and Wednesday until this month is over will be a woman talking about how all you got to do is pick up some things. In fact, after when I have her on the 10th, on the 13th will be Kendall Cobb, the hypnotherapist and whatnot. So in a word, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So everybody, I do want to thank you very, very much. You take good care. Have a great weekend. Do take care of yourselves, because my attitude is, if you don't, who will? And I must thank the most person who's silent, which is Empress Rel, who moderates the show with superb efficiency, consistency. She has not dropped a dime one time. Now, I've dropped the ball because she had to remind me too. But that's why she's one of my moderators, okay? And to her, thank her very much too. But everybody, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday with Shatavia. Bye.